Ever feel like you're doing everything right, but your child is still reacting like the switch has been flipped? You're not yelling, you're not being harsh. In fact, you're working overtime to stay calm, using the scripts and following the sensory breaks, but your child walks into the room, looks at you, and the meltdown begins anyway. Now, for most parents in the neurodivergent space, dealing with ADHD or ASD are told that the problem is behaviour management. But if that were true, your strategies would be working by now. The truth, you aren't just a parent, you're a biological mirror. Your child isn't reacting to your words, they are reacting to your signal. Today, I'm going to show you the resonance breakthrough tree. It's a framework that explains why the best parenting tools are failing and how to stop propping up the trunk of your family's emotional life so you can finally break the burnout loop. Before we dive into the layers of the tree, I want to invite you to something deeper. Everything we're talking about today is laid out in the step-by-step detail inside the Energy Wise Parenting Hub and School. It's a free community where you can access the foundation course straight away. And if you're tired of the invisible static in your home and want to learn the actual practice for the resonance anchor, join us. The link is in the description. It's a home for parents who are done with managing and ready for resonating. So phase one is the leaves. Let's look at the top of the tree, the leaves. In the world neurodivergent parenting, this is where we spend 90% of our time. We see the clinical labels, the ADHD, the sensory processing, the defiance. These are real and absolutely exhausting. Most traditional advice tells you to prune the leaves, basically. You spend your day hunting for solutions to stop the meltdown and to get them to listen. But here's the reality. You cannot heal the tree by polishing its leaves. Behaviour isn't the problem. It's a biofeedback. These leaves are just visible expressions of what the nervous system is experiencing underneath. If you only focus on the leaves, you're managing symptoms, but you aren't changing the frequency that caused them. So phase two is the trunk, and this is where parent burnout loop exists. When pruning doesn't work, we move to the trunk. This is a layer of manual overrides. This is where you use your breathwork, your conscious calm, and your de-escalation scripts. You are effectively propping up the trunk of your family's emotional tree with your own sheer will. But there is a massive hidden cost to this, the parent burnout loop. If your child's safety requires you to be the project manager 24/7, white-knuckling your own emotions just to keep them regulated, burnout isn't just a possibility, it's an unfortunate inevitability. You're trying to hold the system together through effort. But remember, co-regulation isn't something you do to your child, it's a resonance you share. If you are exhausted, your child's nervous system picks up on that struggle signal, no matter how calm your voice sounds. You're addressing the after effects, but the root's cause is still pulling on you. Phase three, the roots. Now we reach the important part. The roots is your subconscious blueprint. Think of the diagnosis like ADHD as a compass. It gives you direction, but the roots, that's the signal. If the roots are clouded by invisible static, inherited patterns, or stored stress, it creates a frequency of threat. Your child's nervous system is a highly frequency antenna. They don't hear the words, they feel your signal. This is where we use the reveal and release process. We identify the frequency that doesn't belong to your child and help the system to let go. Important to note, this isn't a one-time fix-all situation. There will be multiple points of static. It's about addressing them as they arise, reducing the triggers each time, and substituting the safe resonance in their place. When the roots find safety, the trunk no longer needs to be propped up. It stands all on its own. which is just what we want. So an invitation to the 12-minute investment. You have a choice. You can continue the exhaustion of manual management, the constant pruning, the propping, and the inevitable burnout, or you can begin shifting the energetic default at the root. I want to invite you to view it differently. This isn't just another chore to add to your list. They're long enough. I want to invite you to the 12-minute commitment to resonance. Think of this as an investment, not a task. By spending 12 minutes with the resonance anchor, you aren't just relaxing. You are practicing the act of accessing the unconscious smoke of past imprints before they are ever a trigger and become a meltdown. If you're ready to stop being the management and start being the resonance, join the Energy Wise Parenting Hub, start the foundation course and use the resonance anchor. It's the first step in the clearing of static so that your child can finally feel the safety you've been trying so hard to give them. That leads to the big question. How do we actually find that static? Joining the Energy Wise Parenting Hub will offer more of the invisible static of parenting and expand on the hidden interference running in the background of your home. Come and find out more. I look forward to seeing you there.